Hey guys, good afternoon. We already had a busy morning. We already got one video going out, so this is going to be our afternoon video, and it's gorgeous out. Absolutely gorgeous. 66 degrees Fahrenheit. I don't know what that is, 17, 18 Celsius, something like that. It's nice. We're going to go for a walk here on the grounds of the cathedral. Then I think we're going to go for downtown. You see, yesterday I forgot something at the restaurant, Duke's Groceries. They found it. They let me know they have it. I'm going to go down and pick it up. And who knows? Then we'll go explore. Maybe we'll get some french fries somewhere. That'd be a good idea. Pretty, isn't it? You know, in the last 5-10 minutes, there's been a lot of sirens going up and down Wisconsin Avenue. Let's go over here and see what's coming down the street. It's just an ambulance, or they're chasing someone. It is the police. I don't know what they're going. He's flying too. Where is he going? Let's figure this out. Southbound. If there's more coming, then we know it's something big. Oh, he's turning on mass. Let's go that way. And here comes some more. Where are you going? Down Mass? Yeah, you're going to turn left. But then where? No, you're going straight. All right, let's figure this out. Okay, so I can't run as fast as a police car. We all saw that last night. But now I've got a scooter, and it's a brand new scooter. It even has a turn signal. Like I have a need for a turn signal. I'm just gonna ride the scooter like my grandma and just leave the turn signal on for hours on end. Barbecue. Yes, that's Rockland's right over there. And it just has this smell of wood burning barbecue all up and down the street. Kind of lost track of the police car. I don't know where it went. Maybe we'll come upon it later on. Maybe we'll just keep going. This, by the way, is the Whole Foods where you don't pay for anything. Everything is just monitored by a series of hundreds of cameras and sensors, and then you just walk out and they send you a bill. It's kind of cool and kind of freaky all at the same time. So that is the Georgetown Public Library on what's known as Book Hill. And a couple of years ago, they had an infestation they had to get rid of. Snakes in the library. I kid you not, they had a bunch of snakes get loose in the library, or they just found a couple of snakes. So they closed for a while, got rid of all the snakes, and now you can read your books. This house here is the little house on whatever we're on, QR Reservoir. This house was the brain trust of FDR's New Deal. The guys who worked out all the legal stuff there, Justice Frankfurter and a bunch of other guys, that's where they lived, kind of like a group house. This is former Supreme Court Justice Abe Fortas's house, right here. The street has lots of like law and snakes about it. Over there is Dumbarton Oaks, which is kind of a museum type house right now. It's really pretty. We're gonna go there in the spring when the garden is fully in bloom, and it has a pretty amazing garden. I'm not sure if it's run by the Park Service or not. All right, let's cut down. Let's just keep going down on R Street. So as we keep going down on R Street, we get here to 30th and R Street, and there's a beautiful old house up here. This house here was the home of Katharine Graham, the publisher of the Washington Post. This is where she lived, where the Pentagon Papers and all the president's men had discussions in the backyard, along with lots of social events. Before it was Katie Graham's house, though, it was Wild Bill Donovan's house. Bill Donovan was the founder of the OSS, the Office of Strategic Studies or whatever services, the precursor to the CIA. Yep, the OSS founder used to live in the house that was then occupied by the publisher of the Washington Post. Georgetown is kind of weird like that. You got a lot of strange neighbors. Let's keep going down this way. Okay guys, we're gonna stop our little tour because we just got a robbery, force and violence, 2000 P Street. And I'm at like 28th and P Street. That means not that far, 2000 P Street. Wow, that's like a really good bookstore. Who would rob somebody at a bookstore? Except maybe someone who needed some more knowledge. Anyway, let's head over there because we're really close. Hey, it's the FBI. The FBI Yetis. Okay guys, so we have a lookout, black male, gray puffy jacket, slender build, gray pants, black bag, heading southbound on 20th Street. Hey, maybe we'll run into him. Let's find out. So this is one thing we had during COVID, which is outdoor dining. They took off a whole lane of parking to open like a place for you to sit at restaurants, and it became incredibly popular. And even though COVID is more or less, the COVID restrictions are more or less gone, they still have kept the outdoor dining because people really like it, even in the winter. So here we are at 20th and P Street. Oh, there's a cop right there. And here's the bookstore I was telling you about. This is a really good bookstore, second story books, used bookstore. There's the cop. I don't see any other cops. They must be in pursuit or something. The suspect went down 20th Street. Gray puffy jacket, gray pants, black bag. Let's keep looking, yeah? While we're at it, while we're looking for the bad guy, we'll also point out the Watergate Castle over there. The Watergates were big beer barons in Washington, D.C. at the turn of the century, like the 1900s. And they built that house, and it is like one of the first fireproof houses in America. Yeah, being all stone. It's actually studied by architectural historians today. And you can rent the place out for parties and whatnot. The Watergate Castle and Museum. Pretty cool place. All right, let's just keep running red lights and making our way downtown. Oh, so you see this truck here? This is most likely CBS News, because CBS's headquarters is right there at 2000 M Street, so you can see their camera crews. Oftentimes you can see them just doing stand-ups. They're like, this is so-and-so and so-and-so live from Washington, D.C. They're just standing in front of their office on M Street, okay? It's not like, it's like, okay, go outside and make it look like you're live somewhere important. No, they're just in the middle of downtown D.C. No big deal. Okay, back on the grounds of George Washington University, back at Duke's Grocery, which is where we had a really good hamburger yesterday, and where I left one of my camera gear bags. So we got to go inside and pick it up. Okay, there's my stabilizer. Thank you very much, Duke's Grocery. Some nice people there held it for me. They knew who I was. They knew I'd be back. So up here on the left is Blair House. That's the official guest residence of the United States. That's where the vice president lived for the first few months while they were renovating her place. All these buildings are actually connected on the back, so it's hard to say where Blair House ends and the next house begins. They just go on and on. Let's go into the park. It's such a nice day today. You see some Suburbans coming out. Shift change. Now, the First Lady got back this morning, but she didn't go to Wisconsin as far as I could tell. She might be out working. She teaches at a local community college or college. I'm not sure she's there. She didn't go to Wisconsin though, so somewhere inside. So yesterday I showed you guys the lodge that they're renovating. Today they've put screens up so you can't actually see what's going on. Guess they want their privacy while they fix the place. By the way, this tree I think is still alive. This is the lightning tree, the tree that was struck by lightning. Like 6 times in a millisecond or something like that. 3 people were killed in that incident. 1 survived, thanks to the quick action of the Secret Service, and some visiting nurses who were tourists out here in the park. I guess it's still alive. Looks like little buds are up there. It's so warm. There's still lightning marks on the side of it. Up there is one, yeah. You can see that straight line. That's the lightning hit right there. And then back over here, there's another big one. Yeah, right up there, the lightning went zap. So a lot of people said the tree would die because it got hit by lightning, but I think it might make it. Well, we'll see. Quiet day in the park. Let's pull out this other camera. You know, we walk through Lafayette Park nearly every day, but it's actually kind of rare I stop at the actual statue of Lafayette. who is right down here. So there's the General Lafayette and his compatriots helping the Americans in the Revolutionary War, including a naked woman giving him a sword. Okay, whatever. I can live with it. Let's go down over here to 14th Street and make our way to the South Lawn, where we're going to go live. This is where the public tour starts. If you're lucky enough to get a public tour ticket, you line up over here. Or I think you can go to the visitor center or something. In the old days, you went to the visitor center first, and then you came here. White House Visitor Center is over there. What time is it? It closes shortly, actually. We'll go there another day. We haven't been there. Yeah, it closes in like 10 minutes. We'll go there later this week. The place is a nightmare to get into. I basically have to disrobe, it seems. All my gadgets have to come off. My watch, my Fitbit, my belt. It's just a pain. It's like a museum. It's like, chill out, guys. All right, let's go over here. Oh, they got the little tent up for their cars. God forbid they should get too warm. And let's mosey onto the South Lawn, or the Ellipse, so we can see the South Lawn. From this view, you can actually get a nice view of the White House. The trees are down a bit. Can't see onto the lawn, though. Too many small trees out here, evergreens. Basically, all the trees around the outside are evergreens. Then the big ones, well, they're deciduous. But down low, no view. Hey, VH92. That'll be the new Marine One once it's officially certified for presidential and VP operations. Going out on a call? Son of a bitch. Did I lose something? Hang on a second, guys. It's just not my day. I lost something, guys. I lost a camera. Anyway, one of my DJI Osmo Pockets. I have two of these. I can't seem to find it at the moment. So I've got to go back to a place where I just had a salad, and I'm going to retrace my steps and see if we lost it somewhere on the street. Thanks a lot for watching this live video. Sorry I got to end so early, but, well, we got to find something. Talk to you soon. Hey, guys. Back at the White House on the camera that I lost. Yep, we're filming on it again. So when I was setting up for the live stream, I put the camera down on the bench, and it fell between the cracks and was just sort of sitting there. No one really, you would have had to sit on that bench to find it. And I specifically sat on a bench that was kind of far away from everyone else. So I rode back and I got my camera back. So we can have a video tonight. All right, there's the EEOB and the West Executive. Both Biden and Harris have left for the day. Biden is in Wisconsin. Harris is in Atlanta. They won't be back until after dark, so no motorcades tonight. Let's continue our quest for French fries that we started in the live stream, because that is why we make videos every day, so that we can have French fries. Okay. All right, we are back on the bike lane, heading through George Washington University. On our right is the World Bank headquarters. On our left is, I think, a World Bank building. And on the right there is the IMF headquarters, International Monetary Fund. And I don't think I can go with this light. Yeah, I can. It's green for me. This is the United Church, and they actually have German services, first and third Sunday of the month, if you want to go to church in German. I think that church dates back, yeah, here it is. Dedicated in 1892, the second church built by the Lutheran Evangelical German congregation. And John Philip Sousa was baptized here. Cool. Anyway, they do English and German services, even today. See, I even learn stuff now and then. John Philip Sousa was baptized there. I've shown you John Philip Sousa's birth house up on Capitol Hill, but I didn't know he was baptized in that church. Pretty funky. All right, now we're back at Quigley's Pharmacy, where we were earlier today, when I had the momentary panic of losing my camera. So on my right is the headquarters, is Engine 23 fire station, and that is where we realized that we had lost the camera. It started the great rush back to the White House, where we found it. And now we're just going to spin down past the Watergate Hotel, and we're going to zip into Georgetown from the underbelly, from the riverside. See all the students hanging out. Everybody wants to be outside today, because tomorrow it's going to rain and get cold. Take advantage when you can. Let's keep going down this street. Oh, this guy's going to pull right in front of me. Across the street. I'll rejoin the bike lane on this side. So yeah, that's the Watergate Hotel off in the distance. This is a homeless camp. And over there is the Saudi embassy. Let's keep going down this way. Now that building on the right is now private apartment building, but that used to be a Howard Johnson's, and that's where the Watergate burglars had their command spotter set up. He was sitting in a room over there calling out orders to the guys on this side who were burglarizing the Democratic National Committee headquarters, which was located inside the Watergate, which eventually led to the downfall of Nixon. Now there's a new, I don't know if it's on HBO or something, called The Plumbers. It's the story of the Watergate burglars and the break-in. And it stars, I think, Woody Harrelson, and I'm not sure who else is in it. I think Woody Harrelson's in it. All right, let's go into Georgetown and find some French fries. I see cars here on my right going that direction, but you also see cars on the left side. Yeah, driving British style, because the roads have switched. It's all one-way northbound right now. That is a rush hour restriction. Turns the parkway into basically a free-for-all race course. People drive like maniacs. Absolute maniacs in a national park. There are really high-speed accidents in this park. I mean, the road is like 35 miles an hour and people do like 80. I mean, it's just nuts. Alrighty, we're down at the river. There we go. See some crews getting ready to go out rowing. Green and white. I think that's the old Wilson High School. I don't know what they're called now. They changed the name. I think green and white's them. Maybe not. That's Roosevelt Island over there. And that's the Key Bridge up there into Georgetown's. From the other side, no, I didn't show you the Kennedy Center. That is the Kennedy Center in the background. All right, we're going to go up into Georgetown and get our French fries now, because, well, that's what this whole day has been about. Oh, interesting. They've got, this is the Swedish embassy and I think the Norwegian embassy, and they have a little library of Swedish books and Swedish activities. Of course, they have a Ukraine flag up, as do most of the European flag countries have a Ukraine flag. House of Sweden over there. This is also an embassy. I can't remember who, if it's like Bangladesh or something. Oh, no, Liechtenstein. Embassy of Liechtenstein is in there, and then another embassy. So 2 embassies in there, I think. All right, Let's go up Georgetown, under the freeway. Alrighty. Georgetown row houses. And up over here are the locks, the C&O Canal, where you can take a tour boat up the canal. Oh, not right now though, there's no water in it. The tour boat is actually dry land right now. And this is a one-way street, but you know, that's just advisory sometimes, you know? It's like required reading, recommended reading. That's kind of how the law is for bicycles. This was a hotel project that started many years ago and basically ran out of money or something. They decided not to complete it. So now we've got this eyesore of a building. It's been here for like 5 years. No intentions of moving forward. Oops. There's a bunch of football fans waiting outside the Four Seasons. I don't know who's here. Some pro athletes or something. They're like pulling out their autograph books. I guess they want some autographs. Some famous dudes are coming by. Okay, so I figured out it's the Houston Hornets, the NBA basketball team Houston Hornets. They're inside the Four Seasons Hotel. They're going to play the Wizards in about 2 hours, and all of them are coming out, and the fans are trying to get autographs from them. Go George, king of falafel. George also is the king of French fries. We are going inside George's. So money covers the wall because I think it's cheaper than wallpaper. They actually have 2 500-euro notes up here. That's like 1,000 US bucks. Lots of Middle Eastern countries, lots of some African countries, all sorts of money. Okay, guys. We made it. Yeah. French fries. Okay, guys, so that was my yesterday, walking around looking for stuff, finding stuff, and losing stuff. I'm getting old. Anyway, I got my camera back. We're recorded with it today. We'll record with it tomorrow. So see you guys tomorrow. We'll have another video and show you around Washington. No idea what I'm going to show you. Well, small idea. All right, talk to you then.